Hi, I'm Robin.
Hi, I'm Jess from
Official London Theatre, and this is our West End Roundup.
Coming up this episode,
We take a peek at the Disney pop-up.
we speak to Max Vernon about Lin-Manuel Miranda, RuPaul, and about his time as an eyeshadow aficionado. And more.
More. But first, hot and fresh news! So, Evita is coming to Regent's Park Open Air Theatre from the 8th of August to the 21st of September. It's directed by Jamie Lloyd and the first rehearsal pics are out there.
Evita has won over 20 major awards.
Nice.
And in 1996, when I was maybe a year old, it was made into a movie and that won an Oscar. And who was in that, do you know?
Antonio Banderas and, was it Madonna?
Yeah,
It was Madonna.
it was Madonna. So I'm going to tell you a bit about who's going to be in Evita. Playing the fantastic role of Evita is Samantha Pauly, who you might know is a Chicago-based singer, and she was recently in Six, the musical Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, she was playing Catherine Howard. And then, yes, she obviously got Evita, and she's come down to England, and it's like her UK debut, so that's very exciting.
She's performing alongside Broadway star Hector Rivera, who's playing her husband Juan Perón.
Juan Perón.
There is only Juan.
But the next bit of hot, fresh news is that the Phantom of the Opera has announced a new Phantom. So Josh Pitterman is taking over the role of the Phantom. He played Corny Collins in the national tour of Hairspray, and it's his West End debut. West End debut is the Phantom. That's pretty amazing.
That's crazy.
Who else is in the cast?
There is someone you may recognise from BBC's All Together Now. Her name is Britt Lenting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's playing Carlotta, the diva, the Italian diva.
Yes, I love her.
Yeah, such a good part.
Ooh.
It's now being played by Jess Young. And there's a new Monsieur Andre, one of the opera house owners, and that is Richard Woodford.
Yeah. Welcome, new cast.
Yeah. So Paul Whitehouse is taking a break from Only Fools and Horses the musical, and that is fair enough. He's been in it since it opened in February. He helped write it, so he's just going to be away for a few months. And yeah.
Chilling. So taking over from Paul is Andy Mace. He was playing Mike the Barman, and he covered the role of Grandad, and now he's taken on the role of Grandad.
Yeah.
Which is exciting for him. So Only Fools and Horses has recently been extended. It's playing at the Theatre Royal Haymarket, and it's going on to 2020, all the way over to 2020. And I believe 100,000 more tickets have been released.
100,000.
So to be honest, I really feel like I don't have an excuse to not get my mum tickets now. Because she's really wanting them for ages, and I'm like, yeah, I'll let you know when I can get some. Like,
yeah, if you're a fan,
some, yeah.
It's perfect. It's just absolutely, and even if you're not, there's just so much still to laugh at, and it kind of like introduces you to all the jokes and characters.
Yeah.
So it's so good.
What's
so funny.
What's your favourite Only Fools and Horses moment?
Oh, so actually I hadn't watched much of it going in, so kind of like it was really interesting to see it like
Oh really?
as like a mostly first timer. But I think like my favourite moment is everyone's favourite moment. It's the Barleen. But you know, if you haven't seen Only Fools and Horses, if you have, who knows? Is it in there? We'll have to find out.
Noise is Off have announced an extension.
Yes.
You're very excited about that.
I am so excited. It is. Oh, it's one of my favourite shows of the year. It's so good. People forget props. There's like affairs going on in the background. It's just and it's so genius. Like because you see it from in front of the stage, and then you see what's actually going on behind the stage, and it just like it gets like layers of comedy, and so good.
Did you cry with laughter?
Yeah, pretty much.
You did.
I shed tears.
That's hilarious.
When it finished, because I wanted to see it again straight away.
Oh, that's nice. Well, you can, because at the moment it's at the Lyric Theatre, but it's moving on to the Garrick Theatre.
It is.
And it's going down on 27th of September and until the 4th of January. That was a weird amalgamation of words.
But it's fine, because it's the Noises Off segment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Features are doing it for themselves. What have we been up to this week, Robin?
We've been to Disney's pop-up. It's just around the corner from us in Covent Garden and just right in the heart of Theatreland, and there is a lot you can see there.
There is a lot you can see there. You can see things from The Lion King. They've got some masks there and some of the costume. They've got some things from Aladdin, obviously.
Yeah.
The lamp. There was a really cool Frozen 360 picture thing that we will show you right now, me and Robin. Frozen. There was also a little Mary Poppins game that you could play. And basically, it's just kind of celebrating all of the Disney shows that are in the West End.
Yeah.
And yeah, people can go. You can go there. You can get involved. They do lots of workshops. So I did an Aladdin dancing workshop.
Nailed it though.
It was very hard. And I wasn't prepared. I didn't have the dance shoes on. But it was something like this.
I watched.
And then this. So, of course, we went. We couldn't not take you guys with us. So we went and we filmed some things.
Yeah.
Here's a little look at what we got up to.
What's going on here today? Tell us all about it.
We are here at the Disney West End pop-up shop, and so we've got everybody coming in to kind of check it out. So we've got going on. You've got costumes and all kinds of items from the different Disney theatrical productions. We've got Frozen that's coming. We've got Mary Poppins that's coming. Aladdin we're finishing up soon, and of course the juggernaut that is Lion King that continues to be successful. And so it's kind of a celebration of all those things in one place.
And there's lots to look forward to in a program over the summer. What sort of things are those?
Over the summer, there's going to be all kinds of different demonstrations. You'll get to check out some of the puppets from Lion King, have some people that really have a good insight of the things that make these shows and these things work. There'll be a couple little performances keyed in here and there. I'm going to do a little something special up there myself today. But yeah, it's a really wide variety of theatrical looks and experiences. It should be a blast.
And obviously this is the final summer for Aladdin. What still makes it the must-see show of the season?
It's the heart of the show. I mean, like it's we have a really good time. We still really enjoy it. Matt Croak, who plays Aladdin, and I, we really have this bromance that has blossomed within the show, and that permeates past just what's happening on stage. And so it's for us to get to share that with an audience is still really something really special. And so it's still, there's a lot of love in that room every performance. And so please come check it out, because we finish up August 24th. The 24th of August is our final performance of Disney's Aladdin. You should definitely come check it out before then.
So just to test whether you're ready for these workshops, can you spell supercalifragilisticexpialidocious?
I love that you asked me that. Okay, right. SUPERCALIFRAGILISTIC. I have no idea what I'm spelling anymore. I'll see what I thought about the Disney pop-up.
What do you think?
I thought it was supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. It's on until the 1st of September.
Go
and have a see.
Yeah. We have a new little feature on our website.
We do.
It's called Tell Us in 10. And so it's all about like introducing people who you may have heard of, you may not have heard of, from all different kind of ranges, and we ask them to tell us about like what they do in theatre.
Yeah, so sometimes you do it kind of as an article,
yep.
And this week we did it as a video with Max Vernon from The View Upstairs. He's the writer of The View Upstairs. Here's what he had to say.
I grew up and didn't have hardly any friends, and so I bought a record player, and that gave me access to lots of artists like Kate Bush and Bjork and David Bowie and Freddie Mercury and Elton John and Boy George and all these artists who were mainly British, if we're being honest, and they inspired me, and that got my creativity flowing, and it made me want to conjure my own imaginative, weird theatrical worlds. My theater idols are all people who exist outside of theater, but I find highly theatrical. People like Mama Cass, Willie Ninja, RuPaul, Bjork. A troublemaker, a truth teller, a provocateur, an eyeshadow aficionado, and someone who is equally interested in glamour and social justice. Rocky Horror, Hedwig, Hair, anything that's a little bit sexy or dangerous for musical theater I'm usually into. One of the proudest moments in my career was with another one of my musicals, K-pop. Lin-Manuel Miranda came to see it, and he cried after the show, and he hugged me and said he was inspired, which was really trippy to me because with people who are of the older generation in the theater, we idolize them, we put them on pedestals, and we think it's almost like they're not human. And so when you have a moment like that, you realize, yeah, they're just other people like us, and we're all part of the same lineage and links in the chain kind of building on each other. So that was really cool. Well, I think musicals in general are just impossible. I mean, I can't think of a thing that would be harder in general other than saying, I want to be a professional magician. I mean, it's just totally unrealistic to try to make this your life career, and yet I'm making a go of it and I love it. But what can be very hard for me is that I write book, music, and lyrics, and I also love to get involved in costume design, and I have notes always for lighting and direction and all of that. So I have to have a very deep collaboration with my director, because otherwise all of the collaborators are just different facets of my own brain, so I'm having to argue with myself over creative decisions that I make. Not alive, probably. I studied Japanese for 5 years and briefly lived in Japan. Oh God, it's from my mom. I don't want to give her that. She'll be... You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You know, growing up I was very, very bullied because I'm 31 now, even though you can't tell because of my wonderful skincare regime. But I grew up in a pre-Lady Gaga world in which it was not acceptable to wear bondage boots and makeup and kimonos to school and all the things that I did. And so I was very bullied, and I think I spent a fair amount of time trying to figure out how to get people to accept me, and then eventually I got to a point in my life where I was like, to hell with that, I'm just going to move to New York and find my own community of freaks. And that, as a writer, is kind of what I think I'm trying to build in terms of my body of work, a bunch of shows of beautiful freaks. And if I could go back in time and hug my younger self, I would just tell him, don't even bother wasting any time trying to be accepted by anyone. Just be yourself, let your freak flag fly as high as possible, and get the hell out of Los Angeles.
Can you see anything up there?
Just 3 Drama Desk Awards and a Lucille Lortel Award-winning musical.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty decent view upstairs, to be honest.
That is a great view upstairs. Just exactly like the view upstairs itself.
Yeah.
I went and saw it the other day,
Ooh.
and I really loved it.
Yeah.
I love kind of off-Broadway musicals that come down to London, and Tyrone Huntley, of course, was absolutely incredible. John Partridge was really great, his character was really believable. I think all of the characters were fantastic. So as mentioned, the musical began off-Broadway in 2017, and since then it's had critical acclaim. It's been called a moving homage to LGBTQ culture, past and present, which is a really great line.
Yeah.
And
now it's over here making its European premiere. So, I mean, I think there's a lot of kind of musical theatre fans who've been really looking forward to this one.
yeah.
So to actually kind of get the chance to see it in London as its first port of call.
Yeah, it's on until the 24th of August, so you can get your tickets at Official London Theatre.
Ding.
Robin, I've got a question.
What?
My mum's birthday's coming up,
Mhm.
and I really don't know what to get her.
Do you live near a Tesco?
Yeah, I do actually.
Well, give her the gift of theatre. Because you can now buy theatre tokens in Tesco stores across the country. And you can use these at like 250 venues nationwide, including all of the West End. And you can redeem them on officiallondontheatre.com.
You just said everything I needed you to say.
That's all in the plug.
You should be in an advert for it. I feel like, sorry, I'm turning into an advert person now. Okay, so if you haven't noticed already, me and Robin are quite hot. I'm sweaty. Hot and sweaty. We're officially filming this on the hottest day of the year.
Yeah.
And as I was sat in my office, I thought I would do something on Twitter.
What did you do?
I started a hashtag.
You what?
Started a hashtag. Make a song hotter. So we thought, because we've done that this afternoon, we could read out some songs that people have mentioned. And if you can think of some songs that you can make hotter, then make sure you comment below.
I mean, there are some incredible ones.
So basically you have to do a musical theatre song, the title of the song, and you need to change one word to make it hotter. So, for example, Don't Burn Your Head.
Nice.
That was my one. What was one of your ones?
It was the tantum of the opera.
Tan. Get it?
Yeah, because heat.
Okay, so who else?
Well, Victoria Dyson was on a roll. She came up with Sunny, Sunny, Sunny from Mamma Mia.
Wear shorts day from Wicked. Simon Lamb said wishing you were somehow hot again, and then he said that's what we'll all be saying soon enough.
Too true. British Summersman.
My favourite one is Do You Hear the People Singe by Ali Mason. Good one.
That is amazing. I mean, I tweeted one in, the Book of More Sun. It's tenuous, but it kind of worked.
Kate said Alexander Hamilton.
That one tickled me. That's good.
And Makeup by LFM said So Much Hotter. Do you know what that's from?
Legally Blonde?
Yeah, so much better, so much hotter.
Nice.
So as you can see, we had lots of people come back to us on that. But if you do have more, tweet them to us with hashtag Make a Song Hotter or comment below, because we love a little giggle.
Well, that's all we got time for on this episode of the West End Roundup.
For more exclusives, news and interviews, make sure you subscribe.
And if you liked what you saw, then like it there too.
Solar, farewell.
Did you just say solar farewell?
Yeah, solar, farewell.
Hashtag make a song hotter.